And here we are at Cambrian Hall as the giant chandelier provides light for what should be a fantastic showdown. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. So it's Jai Opetaia, 188 centimeters tall with a reach of 193 centimeters. And they'll be facing Jake Paul, 185 centimeters tall with a reach of 193 centimeters.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're gonna lose.
Jai Opetaia, fighting out of Sydney, Australia, one of the most feared southpaws in the world today. Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Sydney, Australia, here is a ring and cruiserweight world champion, introducing Jai Opetaia. Fighting out of the blue corner from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
We see the crowd, the people, the fans.
Right.
We just cannot wait for this fight to get on.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. They miss with the jab. And he scores with the counter. A straight right just misses. Just misses with the right uppercut. The perfect counter lands. Well done with that counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. Good counter punch. That jab doesn't find a home. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. Just
Get him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's on your lead.
Here we go for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him, Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
That counter punch caught him clean. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice job slipping that left uppercut. How about that time counter shot? When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every switch.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Great work. Stay focused.
On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? They exchange punches. Nice counter. Catch and shoot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage.
Just the same again.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. And Opetaia goes to the canvas. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
The round, all right? It's only one round that you've lost.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He misses with that straight left. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Holding nothing back here in the round. His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Incredible work rate. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Can't find a home for that jab. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Punch, counter punch. time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he just missed with that left jab. Nice counter punch. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Swing and a miss with that hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Misses with the straight left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good round, I like that. I'm happy. The jab's working nice.
Here comes round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Jake Paul will have to go to the canvas. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Got to look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up. I need you to...
Just stay focused.
Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter shot. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. counter-punching, and we may see an early stoppage here. That was the moment!
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Catch and shoot. Good counter punch. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Good counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. And the referee's going to allow them to fight. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did. And there's the bell to start round 9. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Won't score with that right uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. A lot of effort being exerted here. There's a counter shot. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Straight down there, you can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Now it's a tough fight.
There's the bell to start round 10. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Disaster averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well done with that counter shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
Getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful. I said, start just sticking up a few bodies.
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. You got complacent.
Just stay focused. Don't let him back.
Here we go in the championship rounds. Round 11. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Catch and shoot. And Opetaia is down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
That's lights out right there.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them...
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. So the referee says fight on. That counter punch caught him clean. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. This next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab's slick. Just keep him on the end of his jab.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? His stamina is off the charts. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he just misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. Misses with the straight left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.